Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for joining us today, another Monday with our Spotlight on Business video series. I am that broken record. Every Monday I say we have another great business, and today is no exception. This is a very special business, and if you have not been in this business, you do not know what you're missing. Not only great food, but of course, all known all throughout Pagosa, the best frozen yogurt. And we are here at Psfroyo. As you can tell by the board behind me, we have the whole menu board behind me here. So you can come in, located on Lewis Street, none other than Psfroyo, right next to the beautiful new Tennyson Sculpture Garden. So we are here with a number of people from Psfroyo, as well as the organization that it supports, which is Aspen House and Aspen House Services. They have an amazing story to tell, and that is one of the things that we'd like to highlight in this video series is their story, and today is no exception. So without any further ado, let's switch cameras. I'm going to pan around a little bit throughout the store, and let's take a look at Psfroyo. So here we are. We're at the counter. It's beautiful, beautiful location, beautiful inside. And here we come to our guests that are with us today, a whole group of beautiful people with us today. So thank you all for joining us. What I think I'm going to do is have you introduce yourselves and tell us what you do with Psfroyo or with Aspen House. So why don't we start with Miss Patty?
Hi, I'm Patty Copenhaver, and I'm the Executive Director of A Safe Place in Pagosa, our nonprofit corporation that is part of Psfroyo.
Okay.
I'm Carolyn Pascal, and I am the President of the Board of Directors and also one of the co-founders of Aspen House.
Okay. Miss Holly.
I'm Holly Priestley, and I'm the manager of Psfroyo.
Okay. And who are these handsome gentlemen beside?
I'm an employee of Psfroyo.
Okay.
Red Jackson.
Oh.
Green.
All right.
Colorado.
Excellent. Well, thank you all so much for joining us today. Right behind you, I see the yogurt machines that are getting ready to serve. Okay, you can come back in. Don't hide behind. Don't hide behind. But, you know, this is a very unique business. Certainly, there have been other nonprofit agencies that have created a business to support their mission. You are no exception with Aspen House and Aspen House Services. Can maybe whoever would like to tell us a little bit about how this business came into being?
Well, we originally started the Safe Place as our nonprofit, and it was specifically to build Aspen House, a home for adults with developmental disabilities in the community. And we realized partway through that we really needed to provide services also for these individuals. So Aspen Services came into being with both, well, they have a multitude of services they provide in-house and in the community. And also they are part of vocational rehab. And then that's where FroYo came in, because FroYo was started in 2020 and luckily survived through COVID in their first years, which is amazing, and have really grown. But it serves as a place of employment and a place of learning for these adults with developmental disabilities to come in, learn job skills, learn to take instruction, and it's just been an amazing facility for them, and they love working here.
That's great. So 2020, and the majority of your workforce then is your adults with disabilities?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Patty, would you like to talk a little bit more about maybe, or Holly, maybe the store itself? Now, you are one of the new managers. I will say that Psfroyo has entered the Taste of Pagosa for several years and have been award winners, including People's Choice and some other, just because of your food. So I think that this facility is a hidden gem. People really don't know that. I think they just think it's yogurt, but you're so much more.
Right, yeah.
FroYo is in the name, but there's a lot more in the store. We make bagels. I make bagels by hand every morning. It's one of my favorite parts of the job. It's fantastic. And we have a number of bagel sandwiches that we offer for lunch service. We stop service at 3. And every sandwich has something that we make in-house in addition to the bagel itself. And so many people come in here and they're like, I had no idea you had sandwiches. And it's not a brand new thing. We've been doing it for years. But that's definitely something that people don't realize that we have. We also have salads and boba and cookies and a number of other things that we offer in addition.
Okay, so it's not just yogurt.
It's not just yogurt.
Okay, and what about your hours? Do you have, because again, most people know it as yogurt. So in the winter, are your hours the same as in the summer? Can you tell us a little bit about how you operate?
Yeah, we have different hours for the summer and for the winter because in the winter, it's not quite as crowded. In the summer, everybody wants a sweet treat. So in the summer, right now, we're open from 11 to 9. I'm considering making this open a little bit earlier so people can take advantage of the bagel sandwiches a little bit earlier in the day. During the school year, we have more limited hours because it's just not as crowded with the springs in the winter. And so many of our employees and the people who benefit from Aspen Services are students, and they're in the classroom. And we have entire classrooms come in during the week, during the school year, who help with things. So our hours are different to accommodate those various needs.
Sure. Carolyn, can you maybe talk about why yogurt? Why Psfroyo? How did the whole concept of this business come into being?
Well, apparently, what I understand, our Aspen Services manager, Becky Thompson, was at Gala and was sitting beside Jack Searle, who used to own the FroYo business. And she knew that the manager was changing, and she just made a comment, well, what do you think about Aspen House and taking over the FroYo business? And it's a place where we could train and really, help our individuals. And after a little bit of talking, it worked out, and we ended up with the business, and we managed to stay open during the winter. And that's how it started, and then it's just grown from there.
Sure. Okay. Well, now not only does Aspen House Services or Aspen House have the FroYo business, but don't you also have kind of another subsidiary business? I understand you make another fabulous treat, which would be truffles.
Yes, the truffle business was started by Joanne Irons, who just always wanted to make truffles and saw it as another way of training and helping and with the adults with developmental disabilities. And so she has her little workforce, and they get together and they take orders, and it's amazing how it's grown over the years. She's grown it, taking orders from real estate companies and huge orders during the holidays and special orders. But she has her adults with developmental disabilities come in and make the truffles from scratch and package them. And Brett's the sprinkler. He likes to sprinkle it and package some. And it's an amazing business. And you can place orders at FroYo.
Okay.
For the truffles.
All right. Good to know. Can one of you talk about how this business has grown? So you've now been open 4 years or more as Aspen House. And how has the business changed? Do any of you have prior experience in the business world of running a business? Well, let's,
Well, I have to give a
yeah.
call to Jen. She was here when it started it. And Holly has just started, and so she's learning, but she's doing an amazing job stepping in June's shoes. And so they talked with Todd Stevens over at the high school, and they had some mentoring, and he has helped them pick out the menu and help them with the recipes to get them started. And then it's just grown from there with the salads, and they're always doing different kinds of salads. And also, like I say, you have the business side of it, because the proceeds go to Aspen House. And so you can tell about your business experience, if you do have some.
Yeah, I've worked in business most of my career. I've owned a number of businesses, and I've managed a couple of cafes and coffee shops and that sort of thing. So it comes pretty naturally to me to come in and see the systems that are currently in place. My goal is to take the systems, take what's working, and streamline maybe what is streamlinable. and make it a better experience for the students and adults with disabilities who come and get training and experience here, as well as for the customers who come and get yogurt, and try to make it as seamless as possible.
Okay, well, great. Now, Patty, as executive director, tell us a little bit about your role in the organization as well as here in this business.
So my overall role is to help in all areas. So we have our 4 pillars. We have Aspen House, Aspen Services, Psfroyo, and the Truffle Company. And the ultimate goal is just to organize the businesses in a way that they'll be profitable and be able to play into the building of Aspen House, which we plan to do, breaking ground this year and hopefully moving residents in by the end of next year.
So I'm going to stop you right there because I don't think we've touched on that. So certainly this is supporting your initial mission for Aspen House, which is to build a facility, I don't want to say a lodging facility, a housing facility for adults with disabilities. Yes. Can you just touch on that briefly?
Absolutely. So Aspen House will be a fully independent apartment unit complex. So we'll have 9 individuals. We'll have an Aspen Services office on site, a communal kitchen, communal social engagement area, and laundry facility. And we plan to build that, like I said, by end of next year, move residents in. So that was the original goal of the founders from the very beginning, was to build this home. So everything that we do, our mission is to cultivate an environment of success for adults with developmental disabilities and their community, and that's what we feel that Aspen House will do. So every effort that we make is going to feed into building Aspen House.
Great. So before we close out this segment, Patty, is there anything you'd like to say about the business, about Aspen House that we haven't covered?
I think the biggest word we need to get out about FroYo is we sell way more than just yogurt. And the bagel sandwiches are absolutely amazing. And being next to the new sculpture garden, we believe is just going to be a great asset for the community and for visitors. So come and see us and try the bagel sandwiches.
Okay. Carolyn, how about you?
Well, I would like to say that we are in the quiet phase of our capital campaign right now, and we will go into the public phase where we will start having big events, but we're always accepting money towards construction in our capital campaign. So you can come into FroYo or whatever.
And Holly there will be happy to get you in touch with the right person. Holly, how about you? What would you like to say about the business? Anything you see currently or in the future for Psfroyo?
I think that I've stepped into a pretty well-oiled machine, which I'm grateful for. I think that it's obviously a very vibrant place to work, very enthusiastic place to work, and I hope that the community, visitors, tourists, everyone can walk in and feel that warmth, feel the enthusiasm, and enjoy the treats as well.
Okay. Well, thank you all for joining us today, and thank you for giving us a little bit more history about your organization, Aspen House and Aspen House Services, and certainly about the menu items here at Psfroyo. Again, as you said, yogurt's in the name, but there's so much more. And actually, it's almost lunchtime, so I think I might just grab a salad before I leave. But thank you all so much for joining us, and thank you everybody for joining us on this video series as we learn about our more about our businesses here in Pagosa Springs, both our seasoned businesses and our newer businesses. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again next Monday.